Welcome back to another episode of Anything and Everything. I am your host, Lawrence Johnson. We back like cook crack in the 80s, and happy Monday, people. What are we talking about today? Crime of the year, people. I mean, honestly, crime of the decade, maybe of the 2000s. 3 individuals robbed the Louvre. You understand how iniquitous that is? The Louvre is the most famous, most highly trafficked museum in the entire world. Having pictures like the Mona Lisa, the French crown jewels, which is what they went after. And today we are going to do a deep dive into the exact crime that just went down Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m. Can you imagine getting robbed bright and early before you even had your coffee, your eyes still crusty, you just checking in? Next thing you know, you see people break in with some fucking chainsaws. So let's take a look at the crime. I'm calling this the Louvre Heist. So right off the rip, like I said, Sunday at 9:30 a.m., it was 3 white guys that pulled up to the corner area, the Apollo Gallery. So now if you take a look at the Louvre, this is a huge area. It's in the first iridescent of Paris, France, right? And the one thing about the Louvre is it's a highly foot traffic area, but then there's so many different public areas and public scooters around it. Now, if we're looking at like a map, this is the one that's right across. There's water, and then there's a bridge to the left, a bridge to the right. Now, at 9:15, 9:20 in the morning, the break-in happened at 9:30. They pull up with a truck that has an elevator ladder out the back. So obviously, these dudes were already pros. They knew what they were doing. They knew exactly what they wanted to hit as well. And so they take this elevator ladder, they put it up onto the second floor. They use their chainsaws, break the glass, climb through there onto the second level. Now they're in the Apollo Gallery. That's where they made their mission. And they knew exactly what jewels they were going for. It didn't seem like a random hit. It was like they were either tracking this or they were hired by somebody else to be like, okay, this is what I want you to go get. Bring that shit back to me. And so now they use the chainsaws, break through the next barriers of glass, and then they steal what Paris is already calling priceless jewels and artifacts out of the Apollo Gallery. And me, immediately, I'm on the robber's side because, I mean, no offense to France and Paris, it's like, how can you steal something that was already stolen? People talking about, oh, this is the French people, this is French history. No, it's not. All these jewels they took, y'all took from somebody else. You guys have just been putting them in the museum for a long period of time, and now somebody was like, you know what? I'm about to get my lick back. A elite hater move, I might add. Now, what were the items stolen? There's 8 items stolen in total. One being Empress Eugene's crown, but that's the one thing that they dropped on the way out. So they was moving, grooving, vibing, sliding, got up out of there, but dropped the crown on the way out, and they pretty sure it broke. And so obviously it still has some type of value, but not nearly as much because they failed. Then they had a diamond and pearl set tiara and brooch, also from Empress Eugene. Then they had a diamond brooch, which is like, that's the bow with, I mean, if this is on the screen right now, it just look expensive. It's diamonds in a bow. I didn't even know you could wear this. This is elite jewelry, to be honest with you. And then we had a sapphire jewelry set, and that's from Marie Amelie. And honestly, the crown, the necklace, the earrings, cold as fuck. I mean, the blue, that shit is, well, sapphire? This shit is elite. Then we had an emerald necklace and earrings, and this is from Marie Louet. And then a reliquary brooch as well. And the emerald, the sapphire, the brooches, it's like, these are diamonds and exact jewels that almost seems like it's some sort of collector or billionaire from behind the scenes that was like, hey, I know something that would add to my collection, my illegal collection, and it's already stolen, so let's steal it back. And then they decided to send a professional hit out. Because the best part about this robbery, 0 injuries. 0 guns used. Got away like it was nothing. And when you see a robbery like that, you almost like, oh, immediately, like, you're on the side of the robbers. And so the police may have up to a week because there's only multiple things that can happen right now. So once they take all these 8 pieces of jewelry, then escape out the same exact way they came in. They take the ladder down. They tried to burn the ladder and the truck to just get rid of all type of evidence and disappear into the midst of the night. Well, not night, day, because, I mean, at this point in time, it's 9:37, people. Yeah, They stole multi-million dollars worth of jewelry in 7 minutes. I can already see the Netflix movie now, the 7-minute heist. But where they messed up at, like I said, is they dropped this crown, left that behind, and guess how they got away? Public mopeds. Got away on the scooters, move, groove, vibe, slide, and now they are gone. 3 of them. And so now it's, okay, who was behind this? Because let's lay out our options. There's the inside job option where, okay, somebody was working, security had ins on it. They knew this was going to happen. Now they do a whole entire investigation. Someone's going to be like, okay, they let them in. They purposely didn't have security in this wing. And then the French jewels got stolen. We're going to be able to find them. Other option, this is just 3 guys that had been waiting to pull off some Lupin, Ocean's 11 type shit. And they're like, hey, why not steal from the Louvre? It's the most highly trafficked museum in the world. There's no way they could see everybody. And there's no way people would think they're going to get hit. And then they decide to go through the window. That's the thing. There's some type of level of professionalism here because they knew exactly the best place to go. So they were either looking at 3D renderings or they were going in beforehand and being like, okay, this is our best way in and out. This is the jewels that we want to have. Okay, Apollo Gallery, what's the quickest way to get access to that area? They find this little wing, get a truck, get an elevator ladder. So the planning had to be weeks, months, maybe even years to have all this and be able to execute it that fast. 7 minutes? Like, that's some shit you don't even see in movies where it's like, oh, god damn. Not even Ocean's and them was hitting shit that fast. And now the mopeds make it even more difficult because there's no car, license plate. And the video footage, the only video footage they really have is this cell phone footage right here of one of the robbers inside literally chainsawing the glass shit open. And you already know Paris is like, oh, we're going to get the stolen goods back. We have very good intentions and we have a very good feeling about us getting this stuff back. And then I'm like, I don't think so. These guys is pros. Or there's the fact that if they really want to, or they're not actually hired by a collector, or they don't have any connections to the black market, they're just going to melt it down. And if they melt it down, the jewelry's gone forever, and we'll never know who was doing it. Obviously, personally, because I want an amazing story, I want this to be a billionaire collector that was like, hey, let's go rob this place. Because now that's what movies is made of. But the fact that they were in and out in 7 minutes, and there's literally 0 leads. Yes, it's only been 24 hours, but usually you'd have some sort of sense. You start to release some pictures, or you start to release literally anything. They don't got that. And you think, like, damn, like the Louvre, obviously their security was not as elite as I would have thought it would be. And that's what Paris is also worried about, because now they think if they don't catch them, there's going to be more people around the world that are like, why don't we try that? Obviously, this was an easy lick. Obviously, people aren't going to go back to the Louvre because we already know the heightened security over there right now is probably insane. But I'm just like, 3 guys, multi-million-dollar heist, French crown jewels at the Louvre within 7 minutes? I mean, these guys are legends. How could I possibly be mad or be on the side of law enforcement? Because at the end of the day, no offense to France, like almost all of the stuff in that museum is stolen from other countries. A lot of them being from Africa. And so, as somebody from the outside perspective just watching, I'm like, oh, good shit. What? This is amazing. I can't believe they somehow hit a lick on y'all. That's lit. I hope they good as well gone by now. But it seems to me, I really do think it's most likely a collector because the items are just too specific. It wasn't, hey, we're going to get as much as we can. I mean, maybe it had like a time limit of, okay, this is how much time we have. We can get as much as we want. But it was very specific stuff, and they were stealing in the sets. Or it was almost like somebody somewhere around the world was like, hey, I've been eyeing these for a long time. This is what I want. This is how much I'll pay you to do it. Go get it for me. And obviously, with the chainsaw, no gun, no hostages held. I mean, I guess robbery would be your highest punishment. And I don't know what it goes for there in Paris, but it's like, Honestly, this sounds like an excellent use of free will. I would love to know how much planning went into this, because it seems like it was very intricate, and the plot not only worked out perfectly, but it was like there wasn't even a mishap other than them dropping the crown. And Paris tried to say, oh, we're going to look for fingerprints. I'm like, okay, you think guys that have a truck and elevator ladder, chainsaws, masks, were able to scale up and down, steal all of this, leave without a trace, tried to burn their truck, that's the only thing they failed at, and then left the crown, are going to leave fingerprints? Yeah. See you never. They are good as gone. That is crime of maybe the century right there, people. Like, the Louvre is just something. Yeah, if you visit the Louvre, you sit in there and you think like, how crazy it would be if I just tried to steal this. If you've ever been to the Louvre, I'm very thankful I was able to go last summer because my boy was playing in the Olympics and we were staying right across the street. So I know how much security is around there, but I also know how many people are around there. And then on top of that, it's like, their security is not like, it's not like America's security where they just have guns everywhere. And this was during the Olympics. They was mostly on foot, on bikes. And that's the other thing. Them being on mopeds, no, that's how you know they really know something. Because Paris, it gets super trafficky, but mopeds, you can go anywhere and everywhere. And they even have places where cars can't go, but mopeds can go. Or just bikes in general. So, to me, I think the Louvre 7-minute heist, the French jewels and the French crown jewels, good as gone. Empress Eugene, I'm sorry, but your set's gone. Marie Amelie, yeah, that sapphire set, see you never. Marie Louis, the emerald joint, also gone. And to me, I'm just waiting on the movie. I'll start writing the script my damn self because this right here is what movies is made of. I was like, wait a second. Oh, this is real life? I just can't wrap my head around 9:30 in the morning. Imagine you checking to work. It's only 30 minutes into your day. And next thing you know, you get in a call. We have somebody breaking in with chainsaws. I'm like, wait, nigga, what? And parents try to say, well, we responded so fast that they weren't able. No. They was able to do everything they wanted to do. I don't know what the hell you talking about. I just can't believe they were able to do it so flawlessly, and we have no pictures released. We have that one video that looked like either from a phone or from, I don't know, a security. I don't know where that was from. But for the Louvre to shut down for the rest of the day is how you know how serious it was, because they haven't shut down since one of their last wars. But they were at such a loss. They were like, oh shit, like, hold on. They just hit a lick on us. What the fuck is happening? No, you got professionally robbed, my brother, on some Mephistophelian type of time and vibes. I can't believe this shit. I'm still just thinking that, like, wow. Like, that's some shit I would love to do, but at the same time, you don't want to do because the consequences are so tremendous that you could be in prison forever. Because when you disrespect the country like that, like, oh, I'm going to take some of your prized possessions even though you stole it from somebody else, that doesn't sit well with people. So, that is the Louvre breakdown, people, and I hope that you had a good time listening to this story. Now, let's dive into the politics. I know you probably thought I was going to be, oh, thanks for tuning in for that. Nah, we just getting started. The No Kings protest and rally took place this weekend, and honestly, literally millions of people showed up across the country. And obviously, they tried to say it was a Hate America rally. They said it was going to be nothing but Hamas, illegal aliens, and violent criminals. Zero crime. Zero destruction. Zero violence. Zero anything but peace and hate towards Donald Trump. And how did Donald respond? He tried to say, oh, yeah, this was small, didn't really mean anything. I don't even know what type of event that was. I just think it was all put on by George Soros.
And I looked at all the brand new signs paid for, I guess it was paid for by Soros and other radical left lunatics. It looks like it was. We're checking it out. The demonstrations were very small, very ineffective, and the people were whacked out. When you look at those people, those are not representative of the people of our country.
So you think George Soros paid this many hundreds of thousands of people?
Millions of people across the country marching as we speak against the policies of President Trump. This is Boston. Look at that. We'll continue to follow these rallies throughout the day here on MSNBC. Wow.
Now, I'm not going to say that all the protests weren't paid for. Like the one protest that say yes on Prop 50 or whatever prop it was, where it's just like, wait a second. I've been with groups of people, they don't organize that well, that fast, randomly to spell something out that perfectly. Unless it was like already drawn up for them to go do and planned out. So that one definitely has some sort of planning and funding behind it. But from the majority, No Kings let it be known that most of America hates you and they don't like what you're doing and are very fed up with the direction that America is heading in because you are trying to run this like a king. And at this point, I really think Trump is just playing The Sims with the United States. Because, I mean, he's knocking down parts of the White House. Yeah, remember when he said, oh yeah, nothing on the White House is going to be affected. I just want to build this ballroom. That's not true anymore. That shit got demolished. Whole entire East Wing is now being bulldozed. And people are like, wait, hold on. You could just customize the White House? Why? Strictly for vibes? I didn't even know you could do something like that. Could you imagine if Barack Obama was like, oh yeah, man, I'm about to put a club over there? Because would have broke down. But Donald Trump in the ballroom, it ain't nothing. And that's the other thing. No one else can make jokes that are political or mean, but if Donald Trump, anything goes. Because from this No Kings protest rally, how did he respond? Like any child would. He dropped the AI video of him dropping shit on protesters because nothing says United in America and I love people of America like dropping shit on them, right? And the funniest part is they have to defend his actions. And so then Mike Johnson goes in front of everybody and says, well, Donald Trump just likes to send messages through satire comedy. Get off your fucking knees. Didn't y'all literally just try to fire a night show host because of a joke that was too edgy? But now the president of the United States, who is the face of our country, is showing AI videos of him dropping shit on the people of this country. And that's just, that's so funny. No, it's not. It'd be hilarious if he had nothing to do with the presidency and he wasn't involved in government. That's just like, oh man, you just don't agree with them. You hating on them. But this is the president that's supposed to be uniting the country, acting like a fucking child because millions of people are protesting him for acting like a king. And then they say, oh, well, no, he's not being a king because he's letting this happen. Oh, he's letting people use their free speech? Duh, obviously he has to. If he could shut down the No Kings in a second and actually drop shit on them, he would. Y'all just don't allow him to because then you're saying the quiet part out loud. Instead, you just let him knock down part of the White House and start to build his ballroom and say, well, I'm going to be here in 2028 and for as long as possible while he drops another AI video. But everything is just jokes. All of a sudden. Now everybody has to just take jokes. Oh, we had a racist group chat. Young Republicans. It's all just jokes. We shouldn't take that serious. Oh, we shouldn't take people that are trying to be in our government talking about other people in our country and putting them in gas chambers and making them match the Hitler aesthetic. That's just a joke? Oh, if that's just a joke, I got a lot of jokes I can now get away with, 100%. Caroline Levitt, gold-digging ugly bitch. Wow, you married somebody that's 70 years old. I know your parents are proud. Fucking failure. Oh, Stephen Miller, you've been a clown and a dweeb since, 15, 16 years old. You've never amounted to anything, and you've always been a failure. And now you finally have some power. Congrats on absolutely nothing, because you're still a fucking loser. You can never unlame yourself. Donald Trump, anytime you want to get off your knees and stop sucking Netanyahu, you can let us know. But maybe you're more of like a bottom and he just kind of gives it to you whenever the fuck you need it type of vibes. Because let's not forget, Epstein, you and him, best friends. And it's so crazy because people hate illegal immigrants, but they don't hate child pedophiles all of a sudden. And yeah, that's what you are, a pedophile. You hear that? Go ahead, send whoever you want after me. You are a pedophile and defend pedophiles, and you're a convicted sex offender. Yeah, you hear that? MAGA, hello. These are just jokes. Yeah, there's some facts mixed in there, but you can't get mad at me. You understand? Don't take it personal. I'm just joking. I'm just sending my message through satire comedy. You're a guy that's pictured with a child pedophile. So most of the time, apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Pedophiles usually hang with pedophiles who defend other pedophiles. And would you look at that? And then the fact that you wrote a birthday letter with a prepubescent child talking about your hidden shit that you guys can hide and take to the grave together. Yeah. Super funny, right? That was hilarious. This is our president of the United States. I can't fucking believe it sometimes, where I'm just like, wow, holy shit. Where have we gotten this country? Not far, that's for sure. Going in the opposite direction. We take steps back as we speak. And the winning doesn't stop there. You remember that random Colombian boat that we blew up in the middle of the ocean? Well, yeah, 2 of them survived. Then we detained them. And now we're releasing them. What does that tell you? Most likely that they weren't drug runners or drug traffickers. Oh, wow. Surprise, surprise. So we're just okay with our president and the people of DHS like Pete Dweebseth just committing murder and nothing happening about it? Now, the submarine one, that one was real. And they obviously unclassified that footage to show us what they're doing. It's like, okay, the submarine one I can believe because fishers don't just have subs. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you can't just be blowing people up. Even if it's a submarine, as an American, you know what gives me juice? And you know what gives me energetic and hyped up? When I see people like Department of Homeland Security or the drug traffickers or SEAL Team 6 really descend on the drug traffickers and carry out elite maneuvers and board the submarine and shut that shit down and then show us pictures of all the drugs in the background. That's the shit where I'm like, hey, what the fuck? You know what? Maybe we should throw them some more tax dollars. When you just show me black and white drone footage of you just blowing up random things, and then I see, 2 people survived somehow, and now they're detained, and you're releasing them. It just lets me know you're just blowing people up in the middle of the ocean to seem powerful. That's scary. What the fuck are you doing? And of course, obviously, all his fans are like, well, the Colombian president is lying. The Venezuelan president is lying. So now there's 3 different countries lying about him just blowing up fishermen boats. And I'm so tired of this narrative of, no, it's well-deserved. You know, drugs kill people. No. Don't use that argument. What do you always be saying? Guns don't kill people. People with guns kill people. Yeah, newsflash. Guess what? Drugs don't kill people. People that take drugs kill themselves. That's not my fucking problem. Sorry. And here people, I already know. You have no heart. You have no this. What? I'm supposed to be upset somebody overdosed on some drugs and more upset than somebody that keeps on going into schools and shooting people to fuck up and our gun laws don't get passed? But instead, I'm supposed to rejoice and be happy that we're just bombing random boats. And people from their family, from that country, are like, yeah, we lost somebody that has been a lifetime fisherman and provider for our family. What? Niggas is tripping. What the fuck is this? Use the elite soldiers and shit that we have and show me some videos of y'all boarding and catching the narcotics in action on some Bad Boys 2 shit. And if you don't got that, y'all niggas is capping. While farmers lose billions, yeah, that's what it be, and lose their life and lose their lifestyle, what's Trump decide to do? He said, you know what? Beef prices are getting higher. I know what we're going to do. We're going to buy it from Argentina. Yeah, right? Fuck y'all farmers. That's basically what he's saying.
To get beef prices down, the only price we have that's high is beef, and we'll get that down. And one of the things we're thinking about doing is beef from Argentina.
Since everyone says I have Trump derangement syndrome, let's just break this down real quick, right? So beef prices are higher here. So instead of trying to figure out something with their own farmers here in America that are struggling and letting you know we're losing our soybeans, we can't sell anything, they took all of our business because China's now buying from Argentina. Instead, you're like, I know what I'm going to do. To lower the prices, we're just going to buy from somewhere else and fuck over the farmers even more. And why would they do that, people? Because the shit you don't want to admit. He's in the pockets of the 1%ers. And who's going to come sweep through and buy that land? Hello, their name's BlackRock. They buy everything. And then who's going to own the farmland? And all of a sudden, we're going to start buying from here again, quote unquote. So not only did he bail him out with $20 billion and then try to raise it to $40 billion, now he's literally telling you out loud, instead of buying American homemade beef, pause, I'm going to go to Argentina and get that beef. Pause again. It's OD. It's almost as egregious as the shit he's pulling off, and y'all going to sit there and move the goalposts and somehow defend it. It's okay to just say that man tricked and fooled y'all. You don't gotta be George Bush with it. Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Can't get fooled again. Not y'all niggas got fooled again. Really for a third time, especially farmers. Y'all voted for that man 3 different times. He fucked you over once, didn't win the second time. Now he fucked you over again. And I want to have empathy for y'all, but it's at the same time, it's just like, hello, what the fuck you thought was going to happen? And it first went left when he took all y'all workers, and then everyone stopped showing up to work because you knew you had illegal immigrants on there. You knew their papers wasn't great, but you said, well, he's not going to come after me. And then he came after you. And now he's fucking your life up. I don't know. Maybe this is America first, and maybe this is what winning really feels like. Not for America, but for him. And then finally, surprise, surprise. Kash Patel is now saying gag order on the Charlie Kirk murder and assassination. AKA, we are not releasing any more information, and people that are involved or witnesses or anything cannot release any more information. And this comes after Candace Owens exposed the fact that, oh yeah, he said, I think I may be killed at my next rally. Why would he feel like that? And we have Erica Kirk, who just keeps on popping up, all smiles and happy. And this is my problem with Kash Patel. He is literally maybe the most incompetent dumbass that the FBI director position has ever seen. I mean, obviously, he's already a fucking dweeb and a loser because he writes children's books about him being a mythical magician and wizard that saves the day. You're not saving shit other than child pedophiles. But I digress. And on top of that, all of a sudden, we're no longer hearing about the text messages. We don't see the bullets from the supposed DHS killing, and we haven't heard anything from that, even though he actually killed illegal immigrants in that shooting that he was supposed to be targeting the DHS. But now it's just silence from there because obviously that narrative didn't work and that stupid ass story didn't work. And so I'm just starting to realize, wow, Kash, you really just suck at your fucking job. Big ass eyes, no brain. It's just like God was like, let's just send everything to his big ass, big fish eyes. Because now you're just fucking doing nothing. And the fact that you did a gag order verse, supposedly one of your best friends, one of Republicans' own, tells me all I need to know. And you know who's running that shit and who's actually, pulling the strings. Who is that? None other than, you know who it is. Honestly, you know what? This part I'm gonna put on Patreon. So this next part is going on Patreon because I'm about to talk about you know who, and I want to see if it does a difference on the YouTube algorithm if I just don't bring them up for an entire video. So if you want to go see the rest of this, go over to the Patreon. But I do appreciate y'all tuning in to anything and everything. I hope you guys love this Louvre episode and just a little bit of politics. But now, yeah, I'm gonna go over to Patreon. I'm gonna talk, what I need to talk about. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. Don't forget to hate and subscribe. Drop a comment below. Let me know anything. Share, whatnot. Because we got motion like the ocean, people. And I appreciate y'all.